here in Ciudad, Mexico City, Roma Norte, staying at my buddy's apartment. Third day here, but first day out of bed. I was sick as the first 2 days. Shout out to John Pinder from my other video on his comment telling me not to wear the hoodie and the baseball cap in my videos because it looks low class. So we're going without this whole video. Give you some expat perspective between Guadalajara and Mexico City. I'll do a apartment tour of my buddy's apartment. Costs 40,000 pesos a month, about $2,200. Just this weekend, coincidentally, while he's out of town, asked me to split the cost with him. So let me know what you guys think after you watch the video. Just got my breakfast. I came to a cafe with nobody, where nobody's at, because I want to be able to talk on my YouTube and not annoy everybody. But man, there's long ass lines, like literally around the block for some cafes. It's incredible. I mean, I don't know why you'd wait that long, and this is such a cool little zone with all the trees. It's very, very European feel. All right, let me get some energy in me. I've been sick the last 3 days. I came down here actually after my video I posted a week ago, why I'm leaving Mexico after 6 years of living in Guadalajara. Man, you guys' comments, I think I have like 150 comments from that video and only 100 views. I don't know how that works. But anyway, it hit me hard, man. Everybody was just like, man, you got roots there, or running from your problems and all that good stuff. And yeah, probably am. Still working on myself after my breakup. It just lined up where I had to come down here. Number one, my buddy has an apartment here and he left me his apartment. I'll show you a little bit later because I want to get into this video. Also, I have a client, we have a client for one of my businesses, and he's down here and he only pays cash. And so the money started adding up. Hold on, this guy's super loud. So the client only wants to pay in cash, and my buddy's doing some degen gambling stuff up in Vegas. Before it gets too big, came down here, pick up the pesos and smuggle them back to Guadalajara. I don't know, I gotta look it up how much I could bring back in cash. I know I can't transport over the border more than 10,000 US, and it's quite a bit more. So lined up perfectly. So here I am, day 3 of doing content. The first 2 days, it was absolutely horrible, just forcing the issue. Man, when you're sick, your brain doesn't work, just all negative. I just wanted to be back in Guadalajara. And today, I feel good walking around with an open mind to like, let's really check out Mexico City, see if this could be a possible destination for me to live in and continue the chapters of my life. You guys all know I'm looking for the love of my life to find, to have kids for me. Actually, she don't even need to be the love of my life. I just need the right girl to give me kids. But I'm here in Condesa. My buddy lives in Roma Norte. I like Roma Norte. When you're down here in Mexico City, it's pretty much, from a foreigner expat standpoint, it's pretty much a bubble of Condesa, Polanco, and Roma Norte. And they all have different vibes and all have cool vibes, and I like it. The character down here, the culture, the food is amazing. It's a very, very, I mean, dude, it's a city of 20 million people. It's just absolutely enormous. You have people from all over the world, a lot of tourists, but also a lot of like foreigners that have fully integrated into the society here, and the culture here, and the life here. Look at this. These people are in line waiting for a cafe. When I came earlier, because I ate somewhere else, I showed you guys, the line was like literally triple. From what I read on ChatGPT, Roma Norte is good. Okay, all 3 of these are very, very, very popular foreign expat zones. Roma Norte is more like, I gotta look at my phone. Hold on, let me look at my phone. Okay, in general, the expat community in Mexico City, you'll find digital nomads, remote tech workers, entrepreneurs, creatives and artists, international students, long-term expats building businesses, retirees, but fewer than places like Lake Chapala, which is closer to Guadalajara. The biggest concentration of foreigners are in Roma Norte, Condesa, Polanco, Juarez, which I don't know where that is, and Reforma Corredor. That's the main street in Mexico City with the angel, the big tall angel, where all the hotels and the sky rises are. Is big on Facebook and WhatsApp expat groups, language exchange meetups, paddle and fitness communities, startup networking events, wellness, and biohacking circles. I like that. I'm about to infiltrate with my peptides here. So, okay, here's the breakdown. Roma Norte, artsy cafe culture, walkable. All three are walkable. Tree-lined streets, boutique apartments, tons of coffee shops and co-working spaces, and younger international crowd. Best for creatives, digital nomads, 20s to 30-year-olds, social lifestyle. Condesa, trendy, aesthetic, European feel. Very European feel for sure. Parks, run clubs, yoga, Pilates, dog culture, nightlife but polished. Best for health-focused expats, social but balanced lifestyle, good dating environment. And then we got Polanco, luxury, upscale, international business, high-end apartments, Michelin-level restaurants, close to corporate offices, wealthier expats, not at that level yet. Best for entrepreneurs, executives, people who want a safe luxury, and 30s to 50s crowd. I'm not gonna go into the other two because my three options are these three. Getting back to my buddy that lives here. So randomly, when I was sick filming the other day, he hit me up and he was like, hey bro, I'm gonna split time with Vegas and here in Roma Norte. You wanna go halves on my apartment? Cause here's my buddy's apartment. He's like, I'll probably be on and off for a month or every other week. And at the time I was sick and I was just like, hell no, cause I already made up my mind in my last video that I'm gonna move to Spain. But you guys in my comments told me I'm just freaking running around my problems and I gotta be happy with myself, and wherever you find happiness, or if you find happiness in yourself, you'll be happy where you are. So I think I gotta get happy first before I make some dramatic change. After playing paddle and feeling better yesterday, I was just like, woke up fresh today, boom, got ready, read, walked around, got my coffee. I was like, let me go eat and film. And now, like, dude, I'm totally feeling the vibes here. Oh, I forgot. I went to the gym 2 nights ago and didn't work out because I was sick, but I just wanted to go to the gym. I was introduced to the trainer through my buddy before, and I saw him and I was talking to him, and this other girl came up and we just hit it off. And so we just connected, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm just down here chilling, whatever, Decided to go eat last night and we had a great time. Attractive, fit, it was just cool. I was just like, it was easy, like, to just get to know somebody right away. The guard was down, open to going out right away. Like, hey, I even told her I'm on vacation, I don't even live here. She's like, that's all good. I don't know, we didn't get into like her sob story of why she wanted to go out with me. Probably broke up with her boyfriend and just wanted some company. But she was new to town and it was cool, it was random. Anyway, so I feel like I can meet a lot of girls really fast here, and also get into and make my connections. What I'm really good at is just making connections. I don't know how, like with guys, for business opportunities, for to just make stuff happen. I'm like a connector on a super low level, not like Epstein though. So walking around and being down here with a clear head, thinking about being here compared to Guadalajara, there's pros and cons to both. The expat community in Guadalajara is very low level. All right, wrong thing to say. Not very low level, more like, how do I explain it? The first couple years, I was really into the expat community in Guadalajara. I just leveled up and grew out of it because there's a lot of expats that live there that are living off of like a couple grand a month, or even 4 or 5, 6 grand a month, 7 grand, but they live very cheap, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I got tired of going out with just a budget in mind and splitting, like counting up what everybody ordered at dinner and splitting it up to the T. Or I've taken a couple of trips where, hold on, let me cross the street. Or like planning trips with the guys or a group, and everybody's like 25,000 people to an Airbnb, shared rooms and all that shit. And it's just not my style. It's fine to be like that, but it's just not a place where I was at in my life to do that. I'm in a situation where, dude, if we go on a trip, I want my own fucking place. Or get a big ass place, a nice place, and have everybody have their own room and stuff like that, whatever. So I kind of grew out of that, and that's what I feel like the expat community, and there are the exceptions. I know a couple guys, and I'm not part of that group, friends with them, but just like contacted. But there's this luxury area, high-end area called Andares in Guadalajara, and they live there. It's very showy, materialistic, where you find, dude, every girl, dude, there's hot-ass girls that live there, or, yeah, live there, but, like, they all got, like, fucking fake asses, and, I mean, extra fake asses, and they call them buchonas. They just look buchona, all done up, plastic surgery and stuff like that. And those guys love, they're probably my age. They're probably younger, but they look older, and they just love that type, and that's not my style. So I got a weird style. Like, I want to be around people that are successful, but that don't show it, you know, that don't have to show it off. I don't like showing my shit off. The only nice thing that I like to splurge on is an apartment or where I live. Car is not that important, even though I want to sell my BMW 2016 X5 and get probably like a nice Audi SUV. And then I like to spend my money on food, whether it's street food or nice restaurants, and splurge on vacations. I love that shit. Everything else, I really don't care about spending. I don't care. I don't have a lot of toys. God, dude, the talent here, like the international talent, just walking around this area is ridiculous. I love it. Oh my God, dude, there's so many tall, like model type girls here. It's amazing. I'm feeling it. This is I've been down here probably like 10 or 12 times. Quite a few times with my ex, and then I came down solo to visit my friend, but never really looked at it like a place I want to live, because I don't know, I was closed-minded about it before, or I never looked at it from that perspective because I thought I was fine in Guadalajara. But anywho, I think living in Guadalajara, dude, there's so many pros and cons to both, and I think Guadalajara is amazing for expats if you're just skimping, trying to get by. Or maybe, I mean, it is probably a higher cost of living here. I'd say if I lived here, it'd be my budget. Dude, I did a video on my budget, how I spend like 8 to 10 grand a month in Guadalajara. I think I would have to budget for minimum 10 to 12K a month here. Just everything's a little more expensive, but that's fine because it's more motivating too. I already feel the energy. I already feel like how I can make my connections and start doing some failing businesses here. Let's walk around somewhere else. I feel like I'm walking around the same block every time. So again, I think I needed just to get away, reset a little bit. I needed that date last night, man. Like, pop my date cherry, that's pathetic. Oh, but after I did my video last week, I was feeling good about myself. This is like therapy, reading your guys' comments, listening to myself talk. So I met a couple girls that hopefully I'll go on a date when I get back to Guadalajara next week. 2 of them were kind of on the low age range, 23 and 24. And then another one was 29. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if they'll flake out or I'll be able to go out with all 3 of them and update you guys. What else? So from an expat standpoint, I think both places are great to live, depending on what you're looking for. Easier to grow your roots, build a community. It's definitely more fast-paced down here. Got a harder feel. I think it's harder to get in and connect with people. Just that's how naturally bigger cities are, just naturally all the time, like New York. Where else? Los Angeles, compared to big little cities like Guadalajara, Medellin, and San Diego, where I'm from. And it's easier to get around in Guadalajara. It's more chill lifestyle. I would say there's more to explore in Guadalajara because you have all the pueblos. They call them Pueblo Mágicos out within driving distance that are just amazing. There's just these little pueblos that you go to, like Tequila is one of them. If I name some others, you guys wouldn't know, but there's like Mazamitla, Tepetitlan, all up in Los Altos. There's ones on the beach called Sayulita, San Pancho, Manzanilla, tons of them. And you don't have that here. And you get trapped in a big city like this. Like, the traffic is crazy. When I came in on the Uber, I arrived at 8 o'clock. I looked at it after. I'll post it. It was usually, without traffic, it's a 20-minute Uber. It took me an hour and I think 12 minutes to get from the airport to here, which sucked, dude. I was dying. It was when I was sick too. I just wanted to kill myself. Big groups of tourists here. Big groups. Everywhere, from every country. Like, you see a lot of the Chinese, Japanese, Russian. You hear every language here. It's cool. I love it. I love the diversity here. I love it. Although the only downside is being a gringo in Guadalajara, man, with light eyes, you get so much attention. All right, I had to get to a quieter area. They're always doing a lot of construction here. Big city. I'm used to the noise. It doesn't bother me. But so I have to go back. Two things. We're opening up a hair transplant clinic, and my team looked at a couple places to rent or lease when I was down here, and they identified a perfect spot. So hopefully we're signing a contract this weekend. And then also I've been in negotiations with a buddy of mine with him and his partners have 2 paddle clubs. I talked to you guys about it in my other videos. They're missing the piece in ownership, and they feel like I'm the right piece with my operations girl to come in and not get them profitable, because they've been profitable, but just take them to the next level. We're finalizing that hopefully this weekend. Other than that, man, the more and more I walk around here, the vibes I get, I love it. I love it. I see so many of the type of girls I like too, my style. Doesn't mean they're gonna like me back, but if I make enough money, anything's possible, right? Yeah, which is way different. There's the most beautiful girls, absolutely stunning. Here's the gym I went to. It's super low key, ugly looking, but it's called QI Centro or something like that. But man, it's like all the model girls go there. It's freaking amazing. Oh, the talent in Guadalajara, by far the best overall talent from top to bottom throughout the whole city. ChatGPT it. Guadalajara, one of the top cities in the world for hot girls. So if you're an expat looking to meet hot girls and you're single guy and you're looking to do that, boom. If you're a single girl expat, I would come to Mexico City. The Mexican guys overall in general, sorry guys if you're watching this, dude, are in Guadalajara are not attractive. So you see the most beautiful freaking girls with, man, man, that's all I'll say. Here, very attractive guys and girls. I've seen very attractive guys. So if you're a girl, expat, and this is just on the shallow, like, you know, physical looks type of side of things. Very attractive guys and girls here. And I'll end with that. Here's the apartment. One of the main differences here compared to Guadalajara is everything is usually older. It's hard to, well, it's expensive if you find new builds or remodeled. So it came half furnished, some old clunky furniture, antique-ish, like my parents still have. But it's right above the Glorieta, awesome views. Let me go fast because I know you guys don't care too much. But this, now it costs 40,000 pesos. So now the conversion to the US is $2,300 a month. Great views. 2-bedroom, 2-bath. That's the bedroom I'm sleeping in. And then I'm not gonna go into the bathrooms because they're pointless. His bedroom, awesome views. That'd be that. One of the things I did want to touch on is the difference of prices for living in Guadalajara compared to Mexico. Well, what is it called? Mexico City. Living in Condesa, Polanco, or Roma Norte. Roma Norte is probably the cheapest, then Condesa, and then Polanco. But so many livable, good areas, zones in Guadalajara. You can get a brand new mid-rise or skyrise apartment, 2-bedroom, 2-bath for under $1,500. Nice stuff, open balconies, whatever, a lot of amenities, all that good stuff. Here, I think probably this is nice, but I think in this area you could probably get something 2-bedroom, 2-bath for under $2,000, $1,800, and then Condesa $2,300 to $2,500, and then Polanco $3,000 and up for the starter baseline. And that's a big difference. So the cost of living between the two places is significant for some people. Well, in general, that's, you know, I would say 40% higher, which is a lot. Especially with the peso keep on creeping like it has been. Man, it changes everything. All right, thanks for watching, guys.